right, man. Let's go.
Okay.
You ready?
Hello again. Welcome to the weekend show with Medium J and XLG. There's Medium J over there. How you doing today, Jay? You're looking a little
toasty.
I'm looking a little toasty there, buddy.
A little hot, but small price to pay for fashion, right?
That's right. It is. It is better to look good than to feel good, is what I used to hear.
Yeah.
So, and you look good, and so. That's all about feeling good.
It's dripping. It's dripping all over me.
Yeah,
you know
you got a little schwitz going under the pits there.
No. Like that's what the kids say nowadays.
It's
drip.
It's
you got
drip.
dripping.
You're dripping.
You're dripping like it's like you're cool. You know when you're
well,
cool and
yeah.
I mean,
they used to you're oozing, you ooze money or you oozing machismo like Reza Ramon.
Yeah, it's coming out your ass. Or
that's
something.
right.
It's not really.
There's a lot of things coming out of everybody's ass nowadays. It's hilarious.
Yeah. So like and it was funny because drip used to be a term for like I think it was gonorrhea.
That's possible because I think you drip if you got the gonorrhea.
Yeah, you drip, and it was like she's got the drip.
Yeah.
But now if you say she's got the drip, it's like she's got like diamond rings, diamond earrings. Yeah, she's fucking fancy, Gucci, high end.
You kids today,
we turn everything bad into a good thing.
Yeah, yes. Well, and I mean, I guess that's good. Sure.
Well, I mean, it's like it's hip hop. It's already been well established that it's.
That's right.
It's very popular. Like
all set up by the hip hop Illuminati.
I mean, do you really think there's Illuminati, like some secret?
I don't know, man. You know, I don't want my conspiracy brain to go off, but a lot of the times it does because you look at certain things and you're just kind of, you know what? Maybe the conspiracy people are right.
Like how so? Like,
well, let's take COVID for example.
Okay, yeah, COVID is
it's driven the price of everything through the roof. You know, the old supply and demand. Well, a lot of people want it, so even though we can make these for 5 cents, no matter what, we're gonna start charging, $50 for this thing that should only be, we should only be charging like $10. They charge $50 for it. It's all this price surge and
the gouging prices.
The gouging, the pandemic and shit like that. It's just you can't tell me that all of this is because of that.
We have a shortage of stuff that's coming overseas, so they hike the price up. Lumber's ridiculous.
Lumber is stupid.
Gas is ridiculous.
Yes.
Heating and it comes because of the heat. It's like the heat wave comes. It's your heating and electrical bills are through the roof. It's I don't see how you can't say that there's like the big companies are benefiting it directly.
Yeah.
Like Amazon's got the richest it's been. Walmart's and these high-end, high fucking franchise store like McDonald's, they're never going to go out of business.
Nope.
And I do see that could, and it, like the government's probably behind it. That's what I want to say. Like China, at least China's government.
I don't know if it's like, Justin Trudeau when he was elected prime minister. Now suddenly he's been given. I don't even think like Joe Biden when he was elected president. Okay, now here's all the secrets. This is what you're gonna do. No, I think they just kind of let them go the way they're gonna go. You guys do what you're gonna do, and then you've got the Illuminati,
bills, right? Like
you got the Illuminati going. Okay, well now we're gonna release the coronavirus and see what happens.
The president only has like. I'm sure anyone that's in office only has like a certain amount of options detailed, like the 3 planned option.
Yeah.
And all of them are like varying to the similar. They're always going to fall into the thing. It's just like the same. The destination's there. Do you want to get the bus? Do you want to walk? Or do you want a car? Right.
Yes, that's
so it's
exactly
like we can go faster, slower, or whatever. But at the end,
plane, train, or automobile kind of thing.
The end game's going to be like. Yeah. All right. So. We can release COVID. It's not deadly or anything. Yeah. But our reaction is we're going to shut down all the local businesses for the smaller guys that were going to be on their way to make some decent coin. Yeah. Have some sort of, small power in having their own freedom. But nope. Now it's like it's just go fuck yourself.
Yeah. And this was the easiest way to get everybody is because it's something that encompassed the world.
I seen a post on 4chan. It said it was
wait silly. A minute, isn't that one of those
racist
a racist conspiracy or something?
It is, but anything can be racist. It's just the people.
Yes, that's right.
Like the Illuminati we're talking about is probably racist. But 4chan, I see it's it's like a community like Reddit. I don't think them as these neo-Nazis or anything like that. I look at them as like, there's a couple of guys that fucking are like, I hate black people, and I go, okay, who cares? It's a guy frustrated, probably got beat up by a black guy in his life, and he just had no real like connection with any. I don't see them as racist, but I see them as fucking like the dummies like that are just like posting shit like on Facebook, like or fucking Instagram or Twitter.
Nobody else will listen to them because everybody that's in their circle kind of thing has heard it all before. They're tired of hearing it. They don't want to talk to this person anymore. So now I'm gonna send it out onto these chat lines, and fucking millions of people see it. And he's got to find at least, there's got to be at least one in there.
Well, I seen like it's also comedy too. Like they're really funny. Like a guy said, imagine, I wake up. I'm not black, a woman, or British, and my day immediately becomes better. And some guy's like, I would literally not care if I was black or a woman, but if I was British, as I'm ending it. It's because it's fucking America, right? America somehow still hates Britain, right?
America hates everybody. That's the problem.
Fuck, what were we talking about? Okay, the actual 4chan post I was talking about was this guy said, here's what China did. China released the virus, right? COVID-19.
Yeah.
Now the West's response was overreacting, and they got to shut everything down, and they're trying to save everybody because China tried to set up COVID. It was all in jot note form, but it was like the Green Post, and it was China releases COVID to kill the elderly because the elderly are just a waste of money, kind of thing. In terms of the industrial communism in China. So they released it, and then there's a major reaction in the West to like safeguard the elderly, and to get the world to get the world healthy and to safeguard everybody. So the China realizes this and does follow suit with the West. And then they lie about their numbers and stuff like that. It was like going on about like how like it was like something that they fucked up. Like they couldn't even kill off the elderly swiftly, or something like that, without like.
Well, and I guess technically it should have, but the focus was on the elderly and the most vulnerable. So they were the ones that got protected first.
But fucking, I don't know. We've talked so much about COVID, so much about the vaccines, and to me it's like. Let's talk about something fun, man. Remember I was talking about like the movies, the plots?
Well, I was actually doing some research last night, and I watched a movie.
What movie did you see?
Contagion?
Yeah. Fucking hell. So let's go.
Well, no,
that's a good movie though. That's a really good
movie. It was a good movie, but for people to compare it to
what's going on now
is ridiculous, because they had in the movie they had a much better response to it. The military was handing out the food,
but it was kind of ridiculous.
Jesus Christ. Well,
the actual quarantine was ridiculous. But
I don't even remember people quarantining. They were quarantining the sick. Whereas with COVID, everybody had to stay home. And I mean, this one, looked to be more transmissible because it was on every surface and it seemed to stay there. Right? These fomites they were talking about, right? And that's when somebody touches something that it's now infected. Well, okay, but those only last for so long, and each virus is going to be different. But it was quite funny when people were comparing it to what's going on.
And then it was like, didn't they end up like bleeding through their eyes or some shit? I remember
some shit like weird, that.
It was like coughing. It was ridiculously like.
The best part of it was about 15 minutes in. Because Gwyneth Paltrow died, they ended up cutting her scalp open and digging out her brain and shit like that. So that was great to see.
You got to see her brain?
Yeah.
Was she naked?
No. Well, she probably was, because I mean, technically she's dead. So, but I don't think that was Gwyneth Paltrow because they wouldn't have cut her skull open. But they cut her skull open and peeled the top of her head back and everything. And then Buddy pulls out her brain and he looks at the stem and he's just, oh my God, he's just put down her brain. Get away from the table.
it's infected or
yeah,
whatever.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, that was a really good movie. That was one of the movies where, when it came on at like 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I ended up staying, up till 3 a.m. with the commercials or whatever, just because I was like, fuck, I got to watch the end.
Because, it was a pretty long one.
That was a good one, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not, but we're we're kind of trying to talk about the plots, right? Like the greatest movie plots. I watched Friday yesterday.
Did you? I haven't seen it? Well, no, I saw it before, but I haven't seen it for a while. Years.
Yeah. It's like the greatest depiction of the hood.
Yeah.
Like just guys sitting on the stoop, smoking weed, drinking a little bit, you just got fired from your job. You ain't got shit to do. You ain't got no girl.
Yeah.
You gonna get high today.
And I mean, they were in the suburbs too, weren't they?
No, they're in the hood, man. There was like drive-bys coming.
Well, yeah, I know that, but they all lived in their own houses and shit like that. Right. They weren't in the projects. They weren't in the PJs.
It was
living
like
in the PJs.
It's like when you do a loop around and you're not in the projects, but the projects are right there. Yeah. And there was like the big worm guy. The character is like, big worm, you're smoking all my shit. Smoky. And I mean, he would be rolling on like a Cadillac with the rims and shit. And there would be guys coming in and out, but then the bully, Debo, the neighborhood bully, coming in with his bike and shit. Man, Chris Tucker was really good in that movie.
Yes.
Like, he was really they should have definitely paid whatever. Like they said, apparently he didn't show up for the next two because he didn't pay him well or something.
Really?
Like he was like, man, I'm like the star of the fucking movie, and you want to pay the same
Chris
amount.
Chris Tucker,
yeah.
Star of Friday.
Friday, yeah.
No.
What?
No, Ice Cube was.
No, but he was like he took like second man. He was there.
Yeah.
And all of his shit was over the top. Like all the quotes you can quote Chris Tucker for.
Oh, okay.
Like
anything you can, it would be in him.
You got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Like he was like, he stole the show. Yeah. Ice Cube had top billing.
Yeah.
But man, to not give him another, like he said he wanted to, this is a rumor, I don't know if it's true, but I think he said that he wanted to get more money and they wanted to give him the exact same amount. Like,
right.
It's like after it's a hit, right? Like it's like they kind of fucked him over, right?
I don't know. Is that fucking him over, or is that just him being a little full of himself?
I don't know, because he wasn't that famous before, and that skyrocketed both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So brought them both into the thing. But I mean, if it depends what did Cube do?
Well,
did he
they went on and did it with Mike Epps, and I mean, fuck, Friday, the original Friday.
Yeah.
Fucking nowhere near, or fucking the new Fridays. I mean, Friday after next, and then
next Friday and the Friday after
next.
Yeah.
Nowhere near as the actual fucking first Friday. Like Chris Tucker. I miss Chris Tucker. The only parts I want to see is Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
Maybe it's fucking the funny parts where Ice Cube's high, kind of talking to himself or something.
Yeah.
But like for the majority of it, man, it's all like Chris Tucker. Just I love how fucking funny he was.
Somebody explain Rush Hour to me then.
Why?
Well, because he was in that.
Yeah, he was good.
Was he?
He was good. Yeah. Man.
Well, I don't know. I didn't see it. He kind of came off.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Yeah.
He was a good actor.
But I mean, maybe it was the commercials that kind of spoiled it, and I should have gone into it kind of with an open mind or something. Because I would see the commercials, and I'm just.
Which ones did you watch? You watched the first one, second
one?
No.
I never watched either.
You never watched any of them.
No.
Well, then there you go.
Like I was saying, maybe it was the commercials that ruined it for me, because I just heard Chris Tucker doing a couple of these things, and I'm just I don't know. Because it just didn't seem like.
Obviously, the premise is most movies that are good have terrible commercials.
Exactly.
Inception.
Yeah,
that's another one I want to talk. Inception, you go, what? A dream within a dream. Looks terrible, but then when you watch it, it's good.
That idea intrigues me.
Mm-hmm. But the buddy cop movie
I just thought
another buddy cop movie.
Another buddy cop movie.
It did look like that, but I mean, once you get into it, you kind of get invested, and it's funny, and then they talk about like their whole background and shit.
You watched them, right?
Jackie Chan's fucking amazing. Yeah, Jackie Chan's great.
So were you high when you watched him?
His own stunts. I was a kid. I was like, it came out in '98 or something like that.
Were you high?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Jackie Chan's amazing.
It is a good movie, but I wouldn't say it's like a interesting plot. It's just one of those movies where it's just it's just a classic, like Bad Boys. Like it's a good buddy cop movie. Martin Lawrence and
Will Smith,
Fatty,
Tubby Smith.
Like it's like Lethal Weapon. I would go. It's a good movie, but it's not like a great plot.
No,
right?
no.
I watched this movie, Project Almanac. Have you heard about that?
No.
It's this guy where he goes like he has time travel, right? Somehow he sees a guy that he like gets an old footage from his childhood or whatever.
Yeah.
And he sees a guy that kind of looks like him. And he goes, what the hell is that? And then he slowly uncovers some of his dad's belongings. His dad passed away or whatever. And he sees like his dad was working on time travel. But like you needed like uranium. You needed all these fancy things so you'd get like depleted or whatever uranium from like the school biology lab. It was kind of fucking unbelievable. It's time travel.
Yeah.
It's time. You're not going to believe it really, but...
First of all. Well, yeah, you gotta kind of...
It's interesting because he goes in and they with his high school buddies, fucking time traveling, right? Yeah. Go win the lottery. They messed up. They missed the extra number on the lottery, so they only had like what 3-something million.
See, now that's God fucking with them.
100 million, and they're like not happy. Like we gotta go back. Like so they're like fucking up the time travel. Continue. Then it shows like throughout the movie like bad shit's happening.
Yeah.
Like his a friend from school's dad died in a plane crash, and he goes, what the fuck, that didn't happen. Mm-hmm. But then he goes, well, okay. And then he shows him on like the board, because he was a smart engineer. He built the fucking time travel. Yeah. He's like piecing together the puzzle of like, all right, so we did this, we jumped here, went back. They missed the game, got drunk, and then had the next flight over. Then it caused them to crash. Yeah. All that bullshit, and it shows like him like. He's like, with his friends, it's like, have you been jumping back in the past without us? Mm-hmm. He's like, yeah, a couple of times. How many times?
Yeah.
I can't remember. Mm-hmm. And he's just going back, and he looks so stressed out because he's trying to fix everything. Yeah. And then throughout the end, I mean, a spoiler alert, but throughout the end, he gets back into all the way his original like self at the beginning of the movie where he sees himself and in his birthday party and he destroys the footage to show like that he went back and all that shit and then kind of the know-hows of how to do it. But when it goes to the end, it shows that like, hey, we found this camera again. Because it was the original camera. It was I can't remember exactly. He destroyed the first camera that was left, but he left the other camera. Something like that. It was kind of fucking. I didn't really get it at the end, but it was kind of like a depiction of like he's stuck in that loop. Yeah. Of he's gonna constantly keep trying, and
that's what happens with time travel. Yeah. You eventually get stuck in the loop.
Yeah. And I've never seen a movie that does that. Like Looper, kind of. Yeah. Looper, but I go. It was kind of corny.
Looper was pretty good.
You got to close the loop and you shoot the guy at the end.
Yeah, because I mean, Joseph Gordon-Levitt there did a pretty good impersonation of Bruce Willis. Yeah. There's a few times you just, holy fuck, yeah, he does kind of look like a young Bruce Willis. It was hilarious.
It's not hard to be Bruce Willis, though. Bruce Willis is just angry.
Well, yeah, angry exactly. He doesn't have much range, let's say,
Yeah, he doesn't have any facial expressions in his movies.
No, it's always usually kind of a or a
That's the thing. Die Hard? Terrible plot.
Well, I know, but it was still
Christmas movie.
Yeah, it was a Christmas movie. What do you expect? What do you expect for a Christmas movie? It was great. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
You have any other movies you got?
Last Action Hero.
The Last Action Hero? What's that about?
You've never seen Last Action Hero?
No.
That's it's with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh yeah, okay.
And the kid's looking for this golden ticket. Can't remember how the golden ticket came up, but that was it. Some mysterious guy gives him this golden ticket and says
Is it the toy? He's trying to search for the toy. Oh no, that's the Christmas one.
Yeah, that's Jingle All the Way. No.
That was a good movie.
This is the kid actually goes into the latest Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. I can't remember what it was called, but he goes into that movie and manages to bring movie Arnold Schwarzenegger into the real world And yeah, then comedy ensues.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's sort of a crossover, and everybody kind of hated it and shit like that. It's, no. That movie was pure cheese. It was made to make
all of
well, it was made to
Schwarzenegger's movies are like corny. Jingle All the Way, he beats up Santa.
I mean, all his catchphrases from Predator and Terminator, I'll be back. All those shit.
They all got thrown in there. Yeah.
But yeah, this was a movie that was making fun of that genre and of basically Schwarzenegger and
he's whimsical.
Like
as much as you want to hate him because you're like, he's just a big dummy.
Well, no, he's fucking great. He was again not much range,
not much at all.
Well, exactly. He acted for what he was being paid for.
Yeah.
They needed him to be a commando, to be a predator hunter and shit like that. Yeah, you bet. He played those great.
Like Matthew McConaughey had that. He said he was in a role where he was doing a lot of he was in a bunch of these the romantic comedies.
He was in a shit ton of those rom-coms, and he fucking ended up hating them.
Yeah, because it was like he is dying because he knows he could do better. Right?
Yeah,
he's a good actor.
Yeah.
Well,
and he's kind of proven that with some of his serious roles, but he hated
True
those.
Detective is. I mean, it's not a movie, but his first season.
Detective, with him and
where he's like on Quaaludes and shit.
Yeah, because he was in that with what? Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, fucking the first season was great. Second season sucked.
Well, because compared, you'd expect
I guess comparing it to the first season,
I expected them to continue on, and then you go. Oh, it's not. They're not continuing on with.
It's not with these two, but it's going to be.
Like I think The Wire does that. The Wire has different. It's like I can't remember the word. It's like but it's like they don't keep the same. It's a completely new story. Completely new cast and everything. It's like Black Mirror. They have one-off episodes kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think fucking Doctor Who originally started that when with the character dying and then regenerating. And it's always a different actor that plays it, but he's always Doctor Who. He's always the Doctor. And I mean, that just came out of fluke. That just came up out of fluke. Well, not really fluke.
Well, it's easier to keep different actors because
nowadays, the first guy who was playing him, the original guy who was playing the Doctor, he became sick. He was dying
in real life.
Yeah. So they killed him off. They had an idea of the character would die, but he would regenerate, and we brought him back. And fucking 50 years later, it's still, it was still hitting.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not anymore, but COVID.
I mean, Doctor Who, I don't get. When I watch Doctor Who, I go, it's interesting, but I don't know what the hell's going on ever.
No, you hardly do, because I mean, there again, they're a story unto themselves. Each episode is basically one story. Sometimes they'll stretch out. There'll be because you've always got your A and your B story in an episode, right?
Yeah, the subplot.
So the subplot. Well, the subplot is something that'll carry on for a few episodes. So you've always got to kind of pay. Oh, okay, this is part of the subplot here. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna need to remember this for next week when there's a test on it or something like that. Yeah. But you just got to kind of look at it as each episode is its own thing, and there's going to be a small bit that ties it to something else. But they're pretty much standalone, stand on their own things.
Like Black Mirror did that, right? They had we're talking about TV shows, but they had they're all one-off episodes, but then all of a sudden they brought it all back in the fourth season. Mm-hmm. At the end, it goes, all of these things happen simultaneously, and here's kind of like they did the tie-in kind of thing. That's always neat. It's interesting, but then they got season 5. They totally fucked up the time. They fucked it up because it's like they got 3 episodes in season 5 or something, where it's like you go, they got Miley Cyrus kind of doing something corny. It's like and then like the gay guys doing playing Xbox together. It was kind of like okay, they're just trying something now.
Well, and it could be they've gotten a couple of new writers. They've changed the majority of their staff, the people who make the decisions and shit like that. Because that happens.
They probably are like, we're good after the end. Like season 4 should have been ended, and they go, well, we can still make some more money. And
yeah, exactly. We can squeeze out another one. Let's just we'll trim down the team, and
I'm sure. Yeah, they guys walked around and walked
that's
out. That's
exactly it. Well, when I was watching Mad Men, first 2 seasons, great. Third season, and I think it was because it went to network TV and they'd had to tone it down a bit.
They got a fucking don't.
You can't say that. You can't. I mean, it's not like there was ever any nudity in it or anything like that. But yeah, it was all storytelling, language, and you can't say this, you can't say that.
It's
the killer of everything.
It sucks that the Game of Thrones was a big one for people. The way it ended. I haven't seen it. I wasn't interested in it.
Good, because I wasted fucking a year.
I don't understand. How is it that bad? Like it was bad.
It's that bad. It's yes, the bad? Ending is that bad. If you'd if you stayed with it, because I came in on like season 3, but then because HBO would run the repeats or it's on demand and shit, that we would fucking we'd get all caught up. We'd binge and get all caught up and shit. And the new season's here and. Always watching an old episode, then the new episode and shit, and then it got to that fucking ending, and Jesus goddamn Christ.
For a person that does, I'm like dragons. Fuck, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't want to see people fucking dragons.
I originally started watching it because of the titties.
Yeah, titties. That fucking. There are some fucking fine chicks in there.
There are, and if you notice that it's titties and ass through season 1. And then it starts petering out in season 2, no more titties, season 3, no more titties, and then we try to
focus on our artistic.
Well, now we need to tell an actual story. We'll throw in some titties here and there.
What happened that made the Game of Thrones what was the end that you go? This is why I fucking hate why they ended it. What was I don't know. Other than people hated it.
Yeah, it was the way they ended it. It just seemed like it was a rushed job. And it's just, oh my God, what are we going to do? Okay, we're just going to tie it up like this. The fucking kid in the wheelchair becomes king. What's his name there? Jon Snow ends up killing hot blonde girl there. And
Dragon bitch.
Yeah. And then what else? Yeah, pretty much everybody died, and the kid in the wheelchair got to be king.
That's sad, man. It's sad when they go, fuck, man, we're on our last episode. Okay, kill off everybody, do something weird with a twist like M. Night Shyamalan. It's like, dude, you don't always have to have a twist ending.
No,
do something,
for fuck's sake.
Do something where it goes, the surprise twist of...
The surprise twist is that it actually ends and it makes sense.
The character wakes up in a dream and we don't have to fucking explain anything.
Like in Dallas there when they killed Patrick Duffy, they killed him off in the show, and then a year later he fucking comes back. It was all just a dream.
Yeah,
it's just for fuck's sake.
Well, fucking it's not really a serious show, but Family Guy. Yeah. When they killed off Brian, dude.
Did they kill Brian?
They killed Brian, no. And they had this fucking Italian dog, and he was going, "Hey, forget about it." It was so corny. It was so it was funny.
They brought Brian back, didn't they?
They brought Brian back because everybody was like, "Dude, what are you doing?" Fucking everyone. Seth MacFarlane was funny. It was kind of the inside thing was Seth MacFarlane wanted to kind of give people the I guess to have them on strings, to say, "Hey, we need you back," kind of thing, so he could come running back. "Hey, here we'll I'll come back, guys. Don't worry."
Yeah.
But he says it was a vacation. But I think the
word is he does more than Brian's voice though.
No, I think he just does Brian.
No.
Who does he do?
He does fucking Brian. He does Quagmire. He does Peter.
No, he doesn't do Quagmire.
Yes, he does do Quagmire.
Oh, well, we're gonna search that out.
Yeah, search that out. MacFarlane does Quagmire, Peter. He does a couple of the other ones too. He does the Doctor. He does Lois's dad.
I think it's that other guy that does the Doctor. No. But
No, it's MacFarlane.
Fuck it. Let's get back onto movies though. You have any? Oh yeah, you're right. He does Peter Griffin.
Yeah.
Voices.
Yeah, he does Peter, Brian,
Stewie, Glenn.
Yeah, Stewie, Quagmire.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought he just did Brian.
No, he's quite talented. Apparently, when the show started, he would actually, when he was doing the script, when he was reading the episode, he would go from fucking voice to voice without taking a break, sort of thing. Jeez. And he says, it eventually started fucking up his throat and shit like that.
I think does the Rick and Morty guy? Does he just have he's just doing Rick and Morty by himself? Is he?
Well, I don't know if he's doing both Rick and Morty or if the other guy. because it's what Dan something and Justin Roiland. But yeah, one guy does one and the other guy does one. I mean, Chris Parnell.
Do Rick and Morty have the same voice actor? As such, Rick and Morty's voice actor, voice cast is what the fuck? On Chronicles, doesn't even say that.
Those bastards. I mean, there's false information on the internet.
Co-creator Justin Roiland, Chris Parnell.
Chris Parnell is hilarious in that as Jerry.
Central Smith. They do the Smith. Those two guys voice the whole Smith and things.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And Sarah Chalk. Sarah Chalk is, I think, the Summer character.
Yeah.
Summer's fucking hilarious.
Sarah Chalk, she's done a shit ton of voices too. Yeah. She was a mainstay in The Simpsons. She did a lot in The Simpsons.
Fuck yeah. It was weird to know that Bart Simpson was voiced by a girl.
It was a girl, yeah.
It's so
Nancy
weird seeing
Cartwright.
that.
Yeah.
Like, I played this video game, Apex Legends.
Right.
And there's this skinny, like my favorite character is Lifeline. And it's like this skinny Jamaican, like, hey, I got your beat, the rhythm. And it's like you imagine her as a skinny person.
Yeah.
And the actual voice actor is like this big, like, soul.
You're gonna call her fat?
Big black chick.
You're calling her fat?
She's like, she's a hefty, she's a beautiful woman.
Beefy girl.
BBW. It's a bigger woman, right?
Yeah.
And you just go, I can't imagine that like her voice. She does the voice of, and it's like, hey.
I've had that on the phone a few times. You know, you get this picture in your head of what this person might look like, and then you get there and you're just kind of, whoa, what the fuck?
I had Catfished. It's big in
yeah.
But fuck. Well, we're getting off topic like we always do. I say I wanted to talk more about the movies. Like I got that movie.
Okay, what other movie you got?
Juice. Remember with Tupac?
No, I never did see that.
Well, it's like to me that plot of the movie of a good Tupac is like kind of like the good guy gone bad.
Right.
It's like it's a great depiction of how you can kind of lose your mind, kind of in the projects or the hood or in the street life of gang life.
Yeah.
Because fucking all of a sudden. Like it's just it goes from like these four guys and they're just laughing, beatboxing on the corner, like fighting with the Mexican gang or whatever,
right?
Like just whatever, kind of doing the riffraff shit and stealing whatever, running away from stores and shit, laughing. But then the guy gets a gun. Right. Tupac gets a gun.
Yeah.
And he becomes like this big guy, head honcho.
Tries to be a heavy.
You know what I mean? Because they're gonna rob a thing, and and then there's the other flip of the other subplot of Q, which was who's that guy from The Wire? Omar Epps.
Right.
Omar Epps. He is like DJing, so he was trying to make it out the hood with the DJing.
Yeah.
Thing. So there's that subplot, and it's like right after your DJ show that you're doing, we're gonna go rob a fucking liquor store or whatever. We're gonna go rob that fucking spot.
Right.
And so they go rob the place, right? And it's an intense scene because it's like they're just fucking they didn't want. You could tell that fucking Omar Epps doesn't want to be there. He's like, man, I was supposed to be at the music show or whatever. So he's like, that's a great
DJ and not Robin.
Like, that's the great ally. You don't get it. You're at the DJ spot. You slip out, come back, and you're there. That's your alibi. So then they go out and rob and then Tupac fucking is like, boom, he shoots the fucking clerk after getting the money, and he goes, why'd you fucking do that? He's like, he made a move. He made a move. He didn't fucking move. And it's like, fucking then Tupac goes crazy because he thinks that his friends are going to snitch. And then it's like, so he's like, I got to tie up the loose ends. And
I got to kill all my friends.
So it's actually like one of those, like, you can slowly see everybody's kind of pacing through the scene. And it's like, Jesus Christ, that's how one mistake kind of goes in, and it's now he has to do, like, you kind of go, Tupac's got to do what he's got to do, right?
Yeah.
He's got to fucking kill his buddies, and it's heartless, but like, again, it's fucking.
But did he really though? Did he really have to kill his buddies? You think his buddies would have ratted him out?
He was thinking like his buddy's gonna snitch because his buddies are like, "You fucking crazy, dude! You didn't have to shoot the guy."
Probably should.
Yeah.
See now, is that
both?
Is that ratting though? Is that ratting out? You're worried about your friend. He has just killed somebody. It's a lot of people. Oh yeah, you're just a rat. You're just a rat. Well, what if I saw the guy who kills your mom or your girlfriend or something? Wouldn't you want me to tell somebody?
Snitching is kind of like this. oh, stop snitching is overrated, dude. Like, it's fucking, if you see someone, I don't know, getting raped, who are you gonna call? Like, you're gonna go.
If I saw somebody getting raped, I'm gonna fucking drive my car up there and see if I can drive over the bastard.
But like, not so much seeing. I mean, like, if you know somebody and like they're keeping it in or whatever, and it's like, do you like report it or like shit like where it's out of your hands?
Yeah.
When it's out of your hands, even if you have a gun, like. There's certain things that you can't really do.
No.
As far as...
No. You can't take justice into your own hands. You can't become a vigilante.
Oh, yeah.
As much as you'd want to be.
We're not Batman. You know? And no matter... A lot of people in the hood want to think they're Batman. Like, don't snitch or whatever. But it's like, fuck, man.
Otherwise, you're 38 years old and never kissed a girl.
What?
Well, Tragically Hip. It's about the kid or the oldest brother of the family... kills a guy that rapes the sister, and he's 38 years old and he's been in jail.
That's what
the
I mean.
entire
Yeah,
time,
like
he went vigilante.
You killed someone that you know that raped, I don't know, your sister or whatever.
Yeah,
whoever is close to you, someone got raped. You go and kill the guy, and then now it takes away you from this scenario of your sister. Like it's like you're punishing her and everybody around you. Because you took the actions into your own hands.
Because now you're gonna go away.
It's very
well, and it's hard, you know. Do you consider this person then going to jail justice, and okay, he's probably gonna be out in a year or something, and back on the street and raping again and shit like that. You know, I don't know if I'd be able to hold it in.
That's tough because like. It's very easy to think.
You would be the prime suspect anyways.
It's very easy, to think like I want to kill a rapist, right?
Yeah,
a male rapist.
Yeah,
but a female rapist, you go like a teacher fucking
why is
14-year-old dude? You go, are you gonna kill her?
Yeah,
yeah. Well, it's the same thing.
Yeah,
same thing. 38-year-old woman fucking a 14-year-old dude.
Fucking a 14-year-old boy.
Yeah.
I mean, where was that 38-year-old when I was 14 though? I'd have done it. I'd have fucking done it.
We all would have done it.
Fuck yeah. I wish I had those kind of teachers.
But Lil Wayne. Okay, here's an example. Lil Wayne was.
What did Lil Wayne do now?
Lil Wayne fucked like when he was like 11 or 13. 11 or 12.
Is that what he said?
Well, like he was in a party with Birdman or whatever, and they were having a thing, and then the 16-year-old girl comes and fucks him, right? Lost his virginity when he was like 11 or something, really young. But like, I know you don't believe it, but okay, whatever. It's
whatever, yeah.
Yeah, it's something where you go, well, is this why he's fucking treats women? Like all of his songs are like fuck bitches, get money, and you know what I mean? Like, is this like, does he have a negative view towards women? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Like that's the question. Anytime any one of these rappers came out with, and that was the white society's big complaint about rap, was that it was all bitches and shooting.
But when you realize that, dude, he was fucking pretty much raped and he was telling it on Jimmy Kimmel, and everyone was laughing. And it was like one of those things where
it depends what he thinks of it.
Yeah, he was laughing.
Well, yeah. So then he didn't consider it getting raped.
I know, but
legally that's what it's called. Yes, but he doesn't see it like that because he was a willing participant in it.
Let's reverse the roles. When a girl doesn't consider herself as getting raped, is she fucked? She's a 13-year-old and she fucked a 17-year-old dude. Yeah, and she's like, I didn't get raped, but.
Well, no.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
if she's not gonna complain, if she's not gonna try and charge the guy with sexual assault, then
then it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, it's consensual sex. It's it's statutory rape. Yeah. You know, if Buddy was 17 and she was 13, it's still statutory rape, and I mean, he could still be charged for it. If anybody else found out about it,
he could be charged.
He could still be charged for it. Yeah. So, well, I know he had sex with this 13-year-old.
But she'll just lie though. Because she likes.
Well, no, the cops know how to question children, and they can get into their head, sort of thing, and they would eventually get the confession out of her.
They just cut the Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah, it would be the
without no Wi-Fi.
Yeah, cut the Wi-Fi.
And she's ready to talk in 5 minutes.
Yeah, somebody get me a car battery and some jumper cables. Oh.
Well, like,
that's the old technique. And you put the person in the barrel of water, and then you clip one to their genitals and one to their nipple.
Well, okay, we're talking about
I've seen that in movies.
Okay, yeah, but I mean, we have all seen that. But are you gonna do that to the fucking child? Like,
no.
she's
no, obviously not. Obviously not. That's just me going overboard.
The children matter. The Every Child campaign matter. is running very strong, right? You've seen the Every Child Matter?
Just so long as it's the real Every Child Matters and not the one that was set up by these right-wing lunatics that are fucking thinking the Democrats are eating babies.
Yeah. Well, I think it's about the fact that they found the graves of the children of the residential schools.
Residential schools, yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm sure we've got a few around here. I don't think any.
You don't want to forget about that.
No.
But I feel like it's such a blanket statement.
Kind of.
Every child matters, really?
Kind of.
Does baby Hitler matter?
Did baby Hitler matter? Baby Hitler may have mattered to Mom and Dad Hitler, Mr. and Mrs. Hitler.
But every time travel, as soon as I get on time travel, I'm going to
go
baby Hitler.
Baby Hitler.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Well, what happened for a reason, and did humanity learn anything from it? No, I don't think so. Not really.
Fucking Saddam Hussein, as a child, was a bully. He was a bully.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
He was a bully. He'd carry a metal baton.
Royal descent and all that kind of shit.
Hitting people as intimidation, and he would use it to harm young little animals. And
sure.
Yeah. It's like,
you bet.
It was like, does that child matter?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Should he matter?
I want to tell you guys, does that child fucking matter, right?
He's going to grow up to be a fucking sociopath.
Yeah, like you see a kid like whipping a cat with his tail, tossing
that
cats.
That child is going to grow up fucking maladjusted.
Does baby Jeffrey fucking Dahmer matter?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He was burning kittens or some shit. He was setting puppies on fire. Whatever the hell he did.
Whatever he fucking did. Something had to lead to him eating people.
Yeah.
You don't just start eating people.
I think it's more like he's like, I'm getting away with so much, I might as well keep going. Like he just keeps doing.
Yeah. His confidence builds. Well, I used to watch that behavioral unit thing, the FBI behavior unit, and they go out and profile Criminal Minds. That's it. They would go out and profile these serial killers and shit like that.
They were trying to find the motives.
Yeah, exactly. They're trying to figure out why. Oh well, it turns out that he beat kittens and kicked puppies, and they all pretty much do that at the beginning, and then they just escalate.
Like, if we had the technology to scan somebody, like a child, and we could say, like, he's got the killer instinct, right?
Well, they're supposed to, they're doing those magnetic mapping of the brain or whatever the hell it is, and they're seeing, the serial killer's got do have something wrong with their brain. It's wired a little bit differently.
A lot of them are narcissists, right?
Yeah.
Narcissistic sociopaths.
Yeah.
If you could scan someone and you can go, oh dude, this guy's gonna be the next Hitler, right? Is it your
now your responsibility to kill that child?
Yeah. Like, do you got to do what you got to do? Like that movie Deadpool was Deadpool 2 had that kind of thing where Cable comes back in time and he's got to kill that fire child or whatever because he's going crazy.
I gotta watch that one again. I don't remember that.
It was it's kind of like the premise of what is it, and then Deadpool saves him and teaches him how to be in love or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's like
teaches him to be better so he won't grow up to be a psychopath.
Like, some people have like great parents. They have great loving families, great home. Nothing wrong with them. But they grow up to be, a fucking the Zodiac Killer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's some sort of trigger that sets them off. But it still amazes me because my room growing up in the 70s and 80s looked exactly like these fucking devil-worshipping Satan cult kids. My room looked even fucking worse because I took clippings out of the newspaper of human tragedies. Fucking taped them up on the wall. I even asked my mom, I go, what the fuck? How come you guys aren't worried like these other people are? And they're just, we figured you're smarter than that. So, I guess I was because I never ended up burning fucking puppies or fucking puppies.
His parents came to it. It was like, the psychologist came to his parents and was like, Glenn's got the killer instinct. He might kill, but, he's so lethargic. He's like lazy.
He's so lazy.
He'll kill. He'll get to it. He can never finish.
He'd kill if he could get the energy. You give that boy a little focus, and he will kill somebody. I tell you that right now.
Just get him on Adderall. He'll be killing in no time.
Yeah, he'll be up to his psychopathic natures.
Oh man, that's so funny that you're like. I looked around and every serial killer. Hey, that's exactly how I live.
I got that poster.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to bring over my scrapbook of human atrocities.
You have all of the fucking things scrawled out on the wall and shit.
Oh yeah, all kinds of symbols and shit like that.
That's what insane people do, man.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently sane people. Maybe it's just because I'm artistic and creative.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
you want me to come do a few on your walls?
No, that's weird.
They're pretty blank.
Maybe we'll do that once for a video, and I'll be like, I'm Killer J. Yeah. But the having a bunch of it was all atrocities. Like it's all like just what like you just take like okay. Mother and daughter killed in her home by the husband. Or
There's got to be a picture or something.
Yeah,
I just don't take the story because I don't. Reading.
You need a picture.
Please,
that even sounds worse.
I need the picture.
I need to see.
Well, I got that guy who self-immolated himself back in the 80s or whatever.
Self-immolated?
Lit himself on fire.
Okay.
Yeah. I had a picture of that. I had a picture of Ceausescu after he was killed and dragged through the streets. I had a picture of his body that was in the newspaper. This was all stuff out of the newspaper. So if it came in the newspaper, I cut it out because it was in the newspaper and it was somebody obviously saw it fit to put it in the newspaper for mass consumption kind of thing. So,
well, yeah,
so of course I had to cut it out.
I mean, I'm not saying you're criminally. No. You're not criminally wrong. I'm just saying like. Yeah. It's a little weird, buddy.
Yeah, you bet it is. Well, it went up all beside my my rock posters, my Iron Maiden, my Kiss, and Judas Priest. Ah.
Okay, this is interesting. Like, what else do you do that's like it's not illegal?
No. But, I mean, just because I sleep with a machete beside the bed?
Yeah. That's XLG.
That's right. That's XLG style.
I don't know. What were you?
That's dollar store.
Dollar
store style.
Dollar store. Meet me at the dollar store.
Yeah, meet me at the dollar store.
So what else do you do that's not illegal, but like it's kind of weird? Like, I got something.
Nothing. I'm too lazy.
I got something.
What? What do I do?
Something I do. It's weird. It's not illegal.
What do you do that's weird but not illegal?
When I used to, well, I mean, I don't do it anymore because I got a good job.
Right.
But like I used to work minimum wage jobs, like at like these like fucking shitty, I don't know, like just those fucking, those shitty out of high school jobs that you get, like the first wins where you go, you don't even remember anybody working there.
Yeah,
you don't even you try to erase your
yeah,
like a server.
Yeah.
Every single washroom I've had. You need an ashtray, buddy?
Sure, if you want.
I'll go
I was just gonna do it onto the floor. That's why I took the bottle cap off.
You owe me a smoke now, man.
That's why I took the bottle cap off so I could use the bottle cap.
But what I would do is I would go into the washroom and I'd fucking jerk off.
Nice.
And it wasn't like once or twice. I would do it like every time I was just mad at like work. Like, Jeff, you gotta fucking work harder. Don't be resting on the job. You gotta keep.
Don't
you gotta
be
get
resting on the job.
And I go. I just gotta use the washroom, and I'd angrily jerk. It was a weird thing to do. I'd angrily jerk off like fuck him, man. Shoot a load on the toilet and just go leave.
Did you leave the load on the toilet too?
No. I'd fucking.
Come on, man.
I was like DNA. They're gonna fucking.
They're gonna find me.
I've seen CSI. I've seen CSI.
That's right.
They're fucking got the tape.
CSI's gonna find me. Yep, they tape it.
It's Jeff's.
It's Jeff. They see your head on the little sperm swimming like in every cartoon. Yeah, that's Jeff. Yeah. That's medium J.
Art record, man.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. That's funny, though. The fucking things that aren't illegal. That's a good one. The things that aren't illegal, but...
I know they're not illegal, but they're weird. Mm-hmm. Or I know they're not legal. Not illegal. They're illegal, but weird. No, we'll come up with a name. We'll workshop it.
Illegal, but not weird.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, fuck. Yeah, you got me, Sam.
We're workshopping it.
What else? Like I'm trying to think. That's got me thinking. Like, what do I do? That's like there's a lot of people that drive without their seatbelt in the trucking industry.
Yeah,
it's a big thing. Big thing. My buddy.
Well, because they feel they're jumping in and out of the truck too many times and shit. Well, and it's that sense of security because you're up higher and you're in this giant vehicle. And I mean, who the fuck's gonna smash into you?
That's the thing. It's like
any car does. Big deal.
If I crash into a car, it's only if they crash into another semis they'd have to worry about, which is the risk of that is. But my buddy Mitchell, he told me he knew these two guys, both of them in the trucking industry. Yeah. Both of them crashed into each other. Right. Both with the truck. Nice. Both of them didn't have a seatbelt. Yeah. Both of them go flying.
Sweet. Did they swap? Did they swap trucks?
They both swapped trucks and they kept going and finished the loop. No, they both died. I don't mean to laugh, man, because But
it's not funny, but it's ironic.
If they both were wearing seatbelts, they both would have been alive. Now, I was in a flip. I flipped a semi. Yeah. Fucking the load I hit a bump in a thing, lost control.
Yeah. I saw the picture. It was on its side. So, yeah.
Every single analysis, the doctors, the EMTs, the paramedics, they all said if you weren't wearing your seatbelt, you guys would be dead by now.
And you weren't?
We were wearing our seatbelt.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say you've been a ghost this whole time. No. You're like that kid. You're like, yeah, exactly. You're like Haley Osment there at a
Glenn,
6 Sense.
You need to let me go.
Yeah.
You need to let me go, Glenn.
I see dead people.
That's the hardest thing. Like those comics where it's like, it's like, you got to let me go, Dad. And it's like... And it's like looking at the car. That's a fucking tough one.
That's right.
So wear your fucking seatbelts, man. I mean, it is illegal. That's a weird thing that you do, and it is illegal.
Yes.
So we're not wearing your seatbelts.
Or texting and driving.
Don't you dare try to die on the government.
That's
on
right.
The government's watch.
On the government's watch. Yeah. That's the same thing as texting. You're not supposed to text and drive, yet everybody still fucking does it, and it annoys the shit out of me.
I have trouble not seeing a person texting and driving. I go, okay, everyone's on the phone, everyone's on the phone. Yep. Oh, there's the one guy that's decent.
Yeah, exactly, and it's probably been me.
And I'm on my phone, like, look at all these dummies on their phone right now, driving.
Yeah, you're filming all the idiots on the phone. Meanwhile, you're the idiot on the phone too, and then you crash and roll the truck.
Not illegal, but weird.
Yeah. So that's our new segment. We'll be coming back.
Is it
next
illegal
week.
to kidnap cats?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Cat burglar? Is it catnapping?
It's still catnapping.
What is it?
Yes.
What is it called?
Because
the cat burglar?
No, the cat burglar.
Was that actually burglar? I always thought when I was young, I always thought they just stole cats.
That's because they creep around like a cat. I guess that's how they got their name. Is because they just sneak around like a cat and fucking
steal in and out while you're sleeping, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's how a cat burglar got his name. El Gato. El Gato.
Is it illegal to walk around with an airsoft gun and just wave it around, like kind of threatening people?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, then I've done that.
Shit.
Oh,
God
boy.
Damn it.
Oh boy, I got some explaining to do.
We're gonna have to video that one for next time. Yes, you can't. No, you can't do that. You're not supposed to, anyways. I'm pretty sure a cop would have something to say about it. Yeah, because sure as shit you'd get shot.
Oh yeah.
If I did it,
I always it's fake.
No,
hey,
they're not gonna believe you.
I lied.
Yeah, they're not gonna believe you. They're gonna go, well, you know what? We're gonna shoot you first, then we'll find out if it's real. You shoot back, then we know.
Like it's not illegal. Like I mean, what I do is it's not illegal. What we did with the phones, that's not illegal, right? We lied to the guy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
It is? Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's some
sort of... Well, I've been doing that with all my credit card callers. Yeah, all of the credit card calls.
Nice.
I go, Jeff's in the hospital.
So we're gonna crank MasterCard or Visa tomorrow or something next time.
We could do that. We could do it. We could do my landlord. Do you want to do my landlord?
We're not doing them now.
We can do them though.
We're not doing them now because I'm sweaty and I stink.
Do
I stink? There you go.
I smelled fucking nicotine.
Excellent.
Good old tobacco.
Yeah, that's right, because my pit's sticking nicotine.
But I got called today. MasterCard. Like, hey, we need you to... And I go, Jeff's in the hospital, serious crash, he's in a coma. And he goes, and I go, here, you what? It's like, he owes like $35 or something. Like,
God damn.
Okay, Jesus Christ. Like, I got just offended. I was like, he's dying. Last time I talked to him, he's blowing bubbles. He could only communicate through a series of bubbles. There's one bubble for A, two bubbles for B. He's bubbles.
We go through the alphabet, and when we get to the letter, he spits.
And he said, I'm really trying, but it's very hard.
It's very hard to talk right now.
It's very hard to get the bubbles to summon the payment.
That's right. His phone doesn't recognize bubbles.
Oh, God.
He was so mangled in the accident, face recognition doesn't work anymore.
Yeah. He can't. He's locked out of his phone.
He's locked out of his phone. He can't make any payments to you guys. You're going to have to wait.
his signatures don't match anymore.
Well, exactly. They're not gonna, because your hands were all mangled. Because you were giving somebody the finger as you were driving.
And he crashed.
And he crashed because you didn't have your hands on the wheels.
Fucking, yeah.
Oh my god. So I guess we didn't really talk about movies this episode.
Well, we did. I mean,
we did a little bit, yeah.
A good plot is Schindler's List.
Yeah.
That was a good plot.
Sure. Yeah, it was real. Yeah.
What? It wasn't fictional.
It wasn't fictional. No, he was a real guy.
Well, the shoot when he had the cigarette sitting there and he fucking.
Well, it's kind of stressful. Kind of stressful doing that sort of job. With all the whole Nazis and everything.
It was a dark movie, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Jerry, why are you making out during Schindler's?
Jerry, why are you making out during Schindler's List?
It's the only time I could be with. It was funny.
Yeah, it was a long
You're
movie
Jewish, Jerry. You're Jewish.
That's right. Yes, he was.
That was a good fucking.
Yes, he was.
That was a good premise.
It was.
Seinfeld had good premises.
Yeah, kinda. You know, now that I look
the
back
soup
on
Nazi.
them, yeah, some of them. I don't know.
They're fucking
classic. The whole
spitting
show
on fucking the spitting on the baseball star, whatever.
Yeah, Keith Hernandez.
That's fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, it was pretty funny the way Jerry did the whole Magic Loogie thing and went through the whole JFK,
like it was JFK
deal and shit. Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
like for the time, like, come on, man.
Yeah,
they didn't have.
It was
that made all of sitcoms now. Now every sitcom has this weird over exaggeration of everyday guys talking like The Big Bang Theory stole a lot of it, where it's a couple of physicists talking about trying to talk to a girl.
I'm watching the series The History of the Sitcom, so I'll have information for you next week.
Yeah,
that's right. But I think we got to end the show for this time.
We'll end it on
a high note.
I guess, yeah.
Sure. High note.
You can't just talk. I don't know. I was gonna try to do a Jerry impression, but I can't really do it.
What's with all these peanuts? Why can't I open a peanut bag on the airplane? He just kind of sounds whiny after a bit. I mean, some of his newer stuff is funny. But anyways, we will see you next week. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it. We hope you did. We hope you enjoy the show. Find us Spotify, Facebook, YouTube. Find us in the open air.
Yeah.
Find us anywhere.
We're doing a little. We might start an OnlyFans.
That'd be great.
It would be OnlyFans, but it'd be like we'll be doing the prank calls.
Okay.
So we get
pranking
if you
our
want
OnlyFans.
if you want someone to get off your ass, bill collectors calling you.
Want a prank call made? Call us.
Is your landlord calling you too much? You know, and you just don't have rent right now.
Yeah.
Give us a call and we'll give him a call and we'll say you're in a horrible accident.
That's right. Leave us a message somewhere. Yeah. We'll get it.
Yeah.
Put it in a bottle, throw it in the ocean, but
put my email. I'll put my email in the link and you can get to us.
Do it.
It'd be so funny. Like it was just like a guy
just randomly call.
Hey, listen.
Hey, we're not even gonna ask for money yet.
Yeah. We won't. It'll just be
first couple are
verbatim for the show.
Yeah.
And it'll be like, hey. And we'll get like some guy like, hey, listen, I got wrapped up in some drug dealers. And we'll go, okay, so
so we're gonna phone El Chapo for you then,
or we're gonna tell El Chapo that you can't make the payments.
Can't make the payment because he's in the hospital. So we'll see how that goes.
Don't break his legs; they're already
broken. Sorry, you missed your chance. But anyways, until next time, we are out of here. We'll see you then. See you guys. Lord love it.